Okay, so listen. Um, Yesterday evening, my vibrations were so low, aka I felt in a funk. Like I haven't felt that funk since 2022 started. That funk is familiar. I felt it in 2020, 2021, but since 2022 started, and I've been working on my health and stuff, I haven't felt that at all. And last night was a jolt. I was like, what the? Ugh, no, 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 no. But I say this because it's funny. It came on the heels of me responding to a comment from one of my dear friends in Barbados, and she had said, "Oh, how you always so dang happy? Good on you." And I was like, "No, I'm not always happy. LOL." It was like post workout adrenaline, and honestly, I was feeling good for the whole day. I really was. But then yesterday evening took me. And I promised myself that when 2022 started that I would not allow myself to succumb to those the things that have held me back in the past years, right? How when they rear their ugly head, I will deal with it, instead of letting them ride constantly. Because there's a space where you need to acknowledge what you're going through, and then a space where you got to take a deep breath, get up, and keep moving. And I always preach, keep moving. But I know firsthand there are some things that you end up just wallowing in, and that's not what I wanted to do for 2022. So when I felt it, I mean, it started to ride for a little bit. It started to creep in. And then I was finding myself very irritable. I was I was extremely miserable. I was sad. The mood was just sad. The energy was just down. I mean, it was in a funky funk. I was sad, I was confused, I was unsure, I was moody, everything just wrapped into one, right? And I realized it because I felt it, right? And normally, what I would do is meditate, get myself together, and try to move on. But usually, that type of funk would last a couple of days, and I would withdraw. I would hide. You wouldn't see me doing a video right now at all. Um, but instead, what I chose to do is light my incense, got my lavender to get some calm in my space. I sat down and went to my spiritual space using my implements that I know I have my tools at hand and started to be mindful of the capabilities of having certain tools on hand and how they can really positively impact me and help me to grow and move past and move through some of these hard spaces, right? And that's what I did before I went to bed. I sat, I got still, not in meditation, but in awareness. And I lit my incense and I wanted to just sit alone and be blank, but when you're in that space, blank means you constantly are thinking. I didn't want to constantly think. So what I did is I started learning, you know, refreshing myself on my spirituality, on my walk with Ifa. I started to, yeah, read, use my tools. I just became active in that space instead of sitting dormant and allowing that emotion to fester. And I feel 100% better today, but it is a process. I don't mean that it's gone. Because whatever it is that has affected me to the point that it triggered that is not what I got to deal with, right? So today was a day that I really wanted to push a lot of work, lots of emails, lots of everything, dealing with my clients, doing all that stuff. But instead, got to work on me. So why am I sharing this with you? Because every day doesn't look the same, you know? Luckily, I work for myself, so I have a little bit of flexibility to take days like this and just do personal development for me, right? Personal development for you. You know what? Redundant, but whatever. We'll keep going. And so I have that flexibility. And beyond that, you got to be aware that I wake up every morning and I work out. I'm super pumped after working out. I mean, if you work out in the morning, you get it. And if you don't, try it. At least try it for 2 or 3 days. I'm telling you, that energy is sick. But after that, I have a whole life. I have my 2 kids. I have a home. I have meals to prepare, deadlines to meet. I have clients to take care of. I have my own personal welfare to take care of, doctors to attend, meetings to attend. I have, my volunteering that I'm yet to start because I have my schedule together. I have all of these things and I'm still working on my spiritual growth. I'm still working on me mentally and personally, and I'm still writing. So I have an entire life going on in the background. And then socially, I'm managing YouTube, I'm managing Facebook, I'm managing Instagram. Some of these things not being managed as well as I would like them to be, but name of the game is to be gentle on yourself. Be aware of where your shortcomings are and keep working on them because you can only get better, right? So I don't want to talk for 10 minutes, although I really easily can. Um, but yeah, that's why I'm sharing it with you. To make you aware that there's a whole process going into just being better. There's a whole process that goes into getting stronger. I'm working on my physical strength, my mental strength, my emotional strength, my spiritual strength. I'm working on myself in totality and my nutrition. I'm working on all of these things in synchronicity. Everything is happening together because one cannot happen without the other. Because after the funk for last night, this morning, this right here, this was not in the space to work out. I pushed myself through that. I pushed through it and I found myself to be in that energy of yes. I'm working on this. I could do this. That is honestly where the motivation this morning came from. My personal experience. So when you see me show up, and I show up as myself, I'm showing up as myself. It's nothing made up. Like everything that's happening is either based on an experience or something that I have seen happening in the lives of others that I am blessed to have the ability to share. Understand? So yeah, that's what's going on with me. So that's all I wanted to share with you, and I hope that it adds some value to your day. And have a wonderful rest of day. Bye.